Hey guys, what's up? I'm here with a review of a science fiction horror film from 1982, and this is a British film, and it is titled Xtro, or Xtro. I don't know which. I think it might be Xtro, considering it's a film about aliens, and E.T. the Extraterrestrial came out the same year. And maybe it's trying to cash in on the fame of E.T. by calling it Xtro and marketing it towards adults. I don't know. But this is one of those movies that I haven't always heard about it, but it's one of the many movies that I've known about this movie for a few years, and it's one of those movies where every once in a while, when I hear people ask, like, what's a really underrated 80s horror film? Xtro seems to come up every once in a while. And, the DVD is currently out of print. Every DVD of it is out of print currently. Luckily, the thing's on YouTube, and, this was going to be one of those movies where I was just going to watch it. And, if it was good enough, I'd review it and just do my jumping in blind and talk about it thing, but after watching the first maybe 10-15 minutes of the movie, I can see that this movie definitely has a bit of potential, so there will not be a rundown for the film. There'll just be me explaining what the film's about, and then me getting to the review right after this intro. So, this is a really interesting movie, because it's about, a young kid, Tony, and his father is abducted by aliens. And then in the very beginning of the movie, and then we skip to 3 years later, where it's where his father, Sam, returns to Earth as an alien, or something like that. He returns to Earth and basically kind of just moves, like, just tries to move in with his ex-wife and his son and his ex-wife's current boyfriend. And according to the IMDb summary, this movie, like, in this whole thing, it kind of creates like a love triangle between them. And it's just really interesting. It's just a really interesting flick. Because it seems like it would be kind of like a slight, like, drama, but as far as I can tell from what I've read, it's more of just a straight up horror film with some pretty decent gore effects. But the only way I'm going to find out if it's either of those things is to basically finish the description and then watch the movie. So after Sam moves in to the house, or tries to get back in the picture, Sam's son, Tony, who has been obsessing over the fact that, he was abducted by aliens, Sam's son Tony starts acting strange and doing strange things as soon as Sam shows up in the house. So, yeah, I'm really interested to see what this film has to offer, and I'm gonna be back with a little review for you guys. So, the acting in this movie is actually pretty okay all around. Everybody turns in a pretty decent performance. Nothing too amazing, nothing award-winning, just pretty good all around. Same goes for the writing. It's pretty decent. The gore effects and the creature effects are where this film really stands out. The gore effects and creature effects can range from, kind of okay looking to pretty good. Usually it leans towards, pretty good. And the visual effects on the film are also are a bit okay. Considering the film was shot on a low budget, and it's a film from the early 80s, there are limitations for visual effects, so I have to give the film a bit of a break for that. All the characters all around are really likable. There are a couple of characters that you don't really like, but you're not supposed to like them, of course. None of the characters are really that annoying at all, so that's also a very, very, very big plus, because I love it when characters aren't annoying. Everything from a technical standpoint, lighting, camera work, sound mix, all that is very, very solid. The film has nice music, it's pretty creepy, and the film does a pretty good job of setting up an atmosphere. The film has a nice, creepy atmosphere, and the music really, really adds to it, makes it a lot more creepy. And the film has a lot of surreal moments as well. Like, there's literally a scene, like, there are literally multiple scenes involving, like, toys coming to life, and, like, clowns just appearing for some reason, like really weird surreal scenes, because why the hell not? And honestly, they're really awesome scenes, and I think that's what the film is really all about. It's less about the gore and more about the very surreal, creepy scenes, which helps add to the to the atmosphere of the movie. And the film does a really good job of swinging from, like, drama to science fiction to horror. It really does a good job of swinging between those and, you know, tying it all together nicely. On the gore meter from 1 to 10, 1 being something like Nosferatu and 10 being something like Brain Dead, Xtro was probably about a 4, maybe. Really, like I said before, the film does have some really awesome, like, gore scenes and kind of body horror transformation and really cool makeup effects and all that. It still really isn't all about the makeup effects and kind of somewhat surreal and kind of like body horror moments and transformations and all kinds of weird shit. It's more about, I feel like the film is more leaning towards the surreal aspect of it, with the clowns and the toys and all this other weird shit going on underneath all of the creatures and all the gore and all the weird and all the, like, creepy scenes involving, like, eggs and, like, snake eggs and inflating skin and weird shit like that. But all in all, I would have to say Xtro or Xtro, whatever you want to call it, is a very, very solid film. Like, solid. I wouldn't say I absolutely, like, 100% adored and loved this movie. I would definitely say it's probably a solid 90% adored the film. Maybe it's because I was expecting a bit more from the gore department and from the creature side of things, so I was a little disappointed there, but I still think it's a really, really awesome movie and really creepy. I'd probably have to give it a 4.5 out of 5 for the rating. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go watch a movie. I think I'm gonna I'm looking at my DVD shelf. I think I might go watch Babysitter Massacre. I haven't watched that one in a while. I'm gonna go watch this. So anyway, guys, if you liked the video, like my channel, be sure to like this video, favorite it, whatever you want, and maybe subscribe perhaps. I would really, really appreciate that. And check the links in the description below. There are links to things like my Tumblr, Twitter, all that, Facebook. All that is in the description below. Hey there, kids. Do you want to get cool stuff in the mail like this? Or this? Or even this? Well, then subscribe to Horror Block today. Have you ever wanted to do cool cosplays like this? Or even this? Well, now you can. Subscribe to Moonchild Cosplay on YouTube, and you can see all her tutorials on how to do cool stuff like this. Do you want to get cool horror and exploitation film t-shirts like this? Or this? Or this? Well, then go to RottenCotton.com to check out all of their premium t-shirts.